some great speakers from your peers and teachers today. We're going to be talking about the pension reform that's going on. I just asked you guys to be respectful, have fun, and then on your way out, tell some of these amazing people how much you appreciate them. Give them a hug and high five.
Alright, so my name is Caleb Cunningham. I'm a senior here at Central, and many of you are going to ask, what is the pension plan and why should you care about it? The pension plan will ultimately make our teachers have a drastic pay cut. So just some things it does, it'll remove sick days, it will suspend the cost of living, so if the cost of living increases, our teachers will not get a pay raise for that, which is unfair, because they're already underpaid as it is. And then it'll also take 3% of each teacher's salary and force them to pay into a healthcare plan that has yet to be made. So they're also going to be forced to switch to a 401A, which means that it's a new plan that they will only be able to pull from if the market's good. So if the market's bad, they won't have retirement. And this is important for us because yes, it may not affect us directly because we're high school students, but it's going to affect our children, and it's going to affect students like me who want to be an educator and who want to go and who want to teach, and that's going to ultimately affect our children, because if we can't have good teachers in Kentucky, then what are our children going to learn?
We stand in this room together because we all care about what is going on. We all care about what is going to affect the entire future of Kentucky. We will not accept empty promises and broken solutions. The future of forever is in the hands of you. It just takes one voice. It only takes a match to start a wildfire. Just 3 days ago, the idea of this rally didn't even exist. Within milliseconds of hearing about the pension reform bill, I knew in every inch of my body that I had to do something. These teachers are the past, the present, and the future. Some of them have been around long enough to have taught our parents. They're integrated into our community. For many of us, our teachers are not just educators. They are role models, support systems, friends, moms, and dads. They don't just hand us information. They give us opportunities to grow. They inspire us. My third grade English teacher helped me find my passion for writing. My middle school counselor guided me through an incredibly rough time in my life. My freshman math teacher taught me that it was okay to be myself, even when people didn't like me. Our teachers influence who we are and what we become. They are part of us. Everything that impacts our teachers then impacts us. It affects the quality of our learning and the security of our future. That is why we are angry, and that is why we will continue to be angry until the situation is rectified.
Hi, I'm Kate Cox, and I'm a junior here at Central Hardin. If our representatives let this bill pass, Kentucky's entire educational system will crash. Teaching in Kentucky will become a less appealing profession, and all our quality teachers will choose to move out of state to teach, or will choose an entirely different profession altogether. Kentucky's students, the future of our state, will suffer because of this. I urge my representatives to please think rationally. Do not vote in favor of this bill. I respect Governor Bevin for trying to find a solution to the pension crisis, but this is not the solution.
Yeah!
Hey guys. Oh. Hey guys. So, I don't have anything deep to say like they did, but I just wanted to urge you guys to post this on social media, spread the word, live stream this event if you want to. Get the word out so that we can encourage possibly other schools to do the same thing that we are doing, and so that we can, I don't know, make a difference, because this matters, right?
Yeah!
So, later on in the program, we are going to, basically what the whole program, what we're doing is we're going to make a video, and we're going to compile a bunch of teacher and student opinions on the matter, and we're going to make a video, and we're going to send it to some of our representatives and some of our government officials so that they can see that and
hopefully it will make a difference in their vote once they vote on this. And we're doing this so fast because we don't know when they're voting on that. So we have to do this quickly. So before we get to the video portion, we are going to have some teachers speak. So we have Mr. Crady, Ms. Merlin, and Mr.
Hey guys, glad to see you out. First off, let me say that your teachers appreciate you all being here.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. It has not been an illusion that we do very much appreciate it. We always tell Central Hardin's a special place to be, like tell people in the community that, but we mean it, and a lot of that, most of that has to do that we have great kids here to make our job very enjoyable and very worthwhile. So thank you all for being here. And it's sort of like glasses half full sort of aspect in this. There's been a lot of stuff said in the media about teachers and for teachers by certain parties that be about that maybe we're not being selfless enough or willing to compromise and that sort of thing. And although I don't agree with that, and it kind of hurts sometimes when it comes from like the government that's supposed to represent you and like be your voice, it has created a conversation in the community and the school that probably has made us teachers feel more appreciated by you guys and our administration and our district administration than we have in a long time. So we appreciate that and we hear you, and that's one good outcome of this no matter what happens. The other thing I want to say is that like teaching isn't easy in a lot of ways. You think about like the people you're around and think about trying to get them to do things and then actually trying to get them to care learn. And it's not easy. And we work hard for that, and we probably all have off days and our best all the time. But you, especially in this environment here, like we do our best and we love you and we take care of you. And I think that we've been sort of portrayed in the media as that not in that light. So I just want to say that myself and our peers, we're not mad that anyone's trying to fix the pension issues. We know they need to be fixed. Like, I actually applaud Governor Bevin for trying to do it. I applaud the legislators. I know it's not their mess to clean up, but well, it is their mess to clean up, but not the mess they made. I have no ill will towards any of those people. We just think there's a better way to do that. We have teachers across the state who are like single parents and that sort of thing. I mean, they have to think about their whole lives trying to send kids to college and take care of themselves after they retire here and things like that. Like, it's not a simple black and white issue for them. So we think there's a better way to solve this issue that, yes, maybe might make some sacrifices, but those sacrifices shouldn't be placed solely in the backs of the people who pay into the system, solely in the backs of the state workers and teachers. So anyways, I want to say thank you all. Keep spreading the word, keep encouraging your teachers, encouraging all of us, and we do really appreciate you all being here today. Thank you guys.
Hey guys. First of all, I was obviously really honored and I really appreciate being asked to speak by these guys. Just the fact that anything like this is happening is really awe-inspiring to me. So much respect, much love to you guys because this is awesome. When they asked me to talk, they asked me to explain how the bill would affect me, and I feel like that would take a really long time. It's a really long bill, and I'm not going to take up your all's time like that. It would take even longer to explain how the bill is going to affect the entire state of Kentucky, because that's true as well. But my biggest concern is about the future. I know that my students, the members of Educators Rising, are looking to me for guidance, and I can't currently, in good conscience, recommend that they choose teaching. I can honestly say that this is one of the hardest times of my life. I'd be miserable if I couldn't come to Central every day and teach you all. This is my dream. But I also have to know realistically that I have to be able to make a living. I want what's best for you all, and I don't want you to choose a profession that could arguably cause you to end up with one of the worst retirements in America. To have a 401A but no Social Security is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. Moreover, if the bill passes in its current form, we could end up with good teachers retiring, new teachers joining us who could be very unqualified, and you all know, as well as I do, that having unqualified teachers would affect society as a whole. For me, this is so important. I get up every day loving what I do. In my 4 years of teaching, I've never once doubted that this is my calling, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is where I'm meant to be, but that's because of you all. You've shown me time and time again that I'm appreciated. So regardless of what happens in the coming weeks and months ahead with our politicians, I am extremely thankful to see you all supporting me and your fellow teachers up there. I think that I can speak for all of them when I say, we thank you, we are proud of you, and we love you. Hey guys. Oh. Hey guys.
Okay, first of all, to reiterate, I would really like to thank the students who put this together, okay? You all have shown me that you are the responsible and discerning young adults that I always knew that you all were, okay? And every day, you remind me of why I really love my job. I couldn't dream of doing anything else, but I can't deny that this current pension plan has made me question my profession in ways I never have before. Okay, I've never questioned the choice that I made to become a teacher. I've known from the moment I made it that it was the right choice. But as Ms. Wortham said, it's hard to be confident and sure whenever things are so up in the air. Okay. Back whenever I decided I wanted to become a teacher, whenever I told my family of my plans, a lot of them said, at least you'll have good benefits. Despite the low pay compared to other jobs that require multiple college degrees, I felt that teaching at the very least would be reliable and constant and that I could count on it. But with this plan, future benefits of current teachers aren't protected. Imagine if I gave you an assignment and then you finished it and found out that I'd changed the rubric once, twice, maybe even 3 times. That means that the work that you did, you'd be unsure of what kind of a grade you were going to get from that. Okay, it's like the state of Kentucky gave me a rubric for an assignment, then changed it, leaving me confused and unsure about how to proceed and how to succeed. Do I not deserve the same sort of transparency and accountability that I show you guys, my students? Okay, thanks. I don't want to drop it.
Okay, wasn't that awesome? That was so great. Okay. Okay, so obviously we love our teachers and we could not be the people we are today without them because they shaped who we were, who we are, and who we are going to be. So they're just awesome. So really quickly, the volleyball team is about to leave to do the, is it state? What, state championships? Yeah, so let's all wish them luck. Okay, so back to our thing. So now we are going to get to the portion where we are going to actually film the biggest part of our video, which is everybody is going to stand up. I think we're gonna, can you get some posters from over there for some people to hold? And we're all going to do a chant, and we're going to shout things like, pension is a promise, education starts with teachers at the heart, things like that, so it's all going to be like in unison. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but before we do that, I just wanted to mention that if you guys have more that you want to say, or if you want your voice to be out to be heard in our video, we're going to have some volunteers set up around the big gym if you want, and we're going to get about a 30-second to a minute clip of you guys just kind of voicing your opinion, and we're going to put that in the video, only if you want to. but we encourage you to do so because we want to make this video as great as possible. Okay, so we're going to get some of these posters and give them to the, please do not read these posters. We worked hard on them this morning. Yeah, okay. So who wants a poster? Anybody? So let's spread them out. Spread them out too. So if you're, so people whose signs are kind of blocking, can we make sure that people are getting into the stairs right here? So people at the top, you can come into the center to make a picture of the floor. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now's the part of our show where the details matter. Okay, now's the part where we're going to do a chant. So, pension is a promise. So we're going to chant. So, no. Well, yes. No. I'm just easily distracted. Okay, so we're going to start. Pension is a promise. A pension is a promise. Education starts with teachers at the heart. Okay, so what it is education. Is everybody listening? Okay. Education starts with teachers at the heart. Makes sense? It makes sense.